This project's been a long time coming, I think about 40 plus years. We have a lot of people to thank for this as we have gone through this process. I'm going to start with thanking the past commissioners who had the forethought years ago to buy all this property down here that has allowed us to do this. Thank you to the prosecutor's office, Prosecutor Flays, Laura LaChapelle, and also from Gene Corman and Barry Miller from Benish Friedlander, who helped the prosecutor's office with all the contracts to allow this project to move forward. We're going to thank Satsina and Associates, Greg Van Wignen, and Steven Santos, who helped us obtain the bonds at some tremendous rates. We kind of had threaded the needle on this whole project with regards to the wonderful interest rates we got on the bonds, the well done work of our contractors of getting in before all the raises in prices and everything else that has gone on. We're going to thank Katie Romanchek from Squires, Patton and Boggs, who is our bond counsel. We want to thank Then Design, the architects who put this project together, Bob Fiala, Brad Gellert, Lee Reiber, Jen Murray, and their staff. NV5, our owner's rep, who did a tremendous job of keeping me in check on this whole process. So that'd be Mark Seifried, Derek Dabrowski, Orly Perez, and their staff. Huge thank you to Donnelly's Independents and their subcontractors who really did thread the needle on a lot of this and had the forethought of going out and getting a lot of the products that needed to go in this building early on because they saw what was coming down the line. So we had limited on the number of issues we ran into because of supply chain and anything else. Pat Canada, Joe, John Clark, Don Dreyer, they did a tremendous job. Others I'm going to make sure I notice is Sheila Bevington, our clerk of courts. The title office will now be down here. Denise Kaminsky, the former clerk, who kind of had a grand idea on this for years ago about having the title department right at the same location as the BMV, thanks also to Frank Antonucci, Auditor Walder, and Andy Haynes, and the ADP staff who really did a tremendous job of getting the IT up and running in this building. Soil and Water Department who worked with us on a lot of issues. And definitely one of the other things I want to thank is the Lake County Commissioners who did this. Senator Serino couldn't be here today, the former Lake County Commissioner. They did provide us a lot of knowledge ahead of time because they went through this process before we started ours. So we learned from their mistakes, so, as well as their successes. So now I'll turn it over to the commissioners to say a few words.
Well, I have to back up a little bit. Well, the groundbreaking, I opened up with a prayer, and I prayed that all the workers would be safe here on the job. And I found out earlier today that the little accidents were minor, wasn't even worth reporting. So bow your heads for a second. Dear Lord, thank you for protecting this job site during construction and for this beautiful building. Amen. Amen. Now, for the process of this job, for a job like this, it usually takes 1 year to plan and 2 years to build. And we were just about like that. And previously, Gerry mentioned that the team that we put together, Then Design, our NV5, Donnelly Independents, to me it was a dream team because everything they did was spot on. The day that they erected the steel, because everything was, we ordered everything, they ordered everything properly and timely. The day that they erected the steel was the day it was announced in the newspaper and the news that steel went up 30%. So we made it under the wire with a lot of issues on this job. And I just want to give the tip of the hard hat to all the workers and all the contractors that were here. And at one time, speaking of safety, there was about 140 workers here at one time, and like the cuts on the hands or whatever was very minimal. This was automatic harmony with all the trades on this job to produce this beautiful building. And the workers, I have a passion for the workers because I'm from the building trades. After high school, I followed my dad's footsteps. He was a bricklayer. I went to trade school for 4 years, and lo and behold, 3 years after that, I was a trade school instructor. I was an instructor through Auburn Career Center and taught some great people the trade of masonry. And behind that, everybody that on this job, they go to an apprenticeship program and get their education. And then after that, they get journeyman status. And then after that, things changed, and there were different requirements to have the safest job going. There's a 10-hour or 20-hour OSHA class that they have to have a card with them in their wallet at all times. 10-panel or 15-panel drug test. So we had the top-notch people working on this job with the top-notch contractors. And hats off to Donnelly Independence. So I think it's a great, glorious day for Geauga County. We're centralizing the services, and this is going to be a campus. And some people made comment on my tie. It's a little loud, but with the design of the building, we have 9 colors of brick. And this building, the way it's designed with the brick and the metal and the glass, it's going to stay fresh forever. This building will look fresh and new for a very long time. The decisions we make as county commissioners, we want to make it for 80 to 100 years and real stable, and protects our tax dollars and do the right choices for the future. Thank you for coming. I'll turn it over to Commissioner Lennon.
Great. Well, I jotted down a few notes here just so I don't forget what I wanted to say today. But good afternoon and welcome to the new Geauga County office building. This is truly a humbling and exciting moment to stand before all of you and this incredible facility today. Thank you for taking the time of your day to be here today. Many of us who were here today stood nearby on a windy day in late October of 2020, celebrating the groundbreaking of this historic project. Many of us, I myself included, remember thinking what a monumental task we had all just committed to. To accomplish a project of this magnitude takes collaboration, foresight, input, dedication from many stakeholders. I would like to take a moment to praise those partners for helping guide us. NV5, Then Design, and Donnelly's Independent Construction. I have to stress how fortunate Geauga County is to have been able to assemble such a dynamic team that made this project possible. Job well done, and I think they deserve a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. Today is a day to acknowledge and celebrate the future. The potential for where we stand today is giant. This building, along with the qualified and dedicated employees of Geauga County, will be able to better serve our residents. The home of Geauga County Services will be a more efficient, economical, fluid way to provide those important services. This new facility is purpose-built, designed to consolidate, eliminate duplication, and most importantly, centralize services, having them easily available and accessible to the public for decades to come. There is much synergy between our partner and neighbor, University Hospital, Department of Aging, Job and Family Services, Veteran Services, just to name a few. I envision this area to be much more than just a hospital and some county buildings. I believe where we stand today is a campus of service. This will be a destination for world-class healthcare, county services, Bureau of Motor Vehicle Services, our sheriff's department's located here, auto title offices, dog warden, water resources, and many more, including the Board of Elections, our public library, and also our new Geauga County Recycling Center, which I encourage everyone to utilize. The service/healthcare campus has the potential to be even more. I hope to one day see a third component added. That is the potential business opportunities that would help support this area. Possibly restaurants and food services and/or accommodations for hospital patients and families during extended stays. The possibilities and potential are very attractive for future development. The county commissioners look forward to continued partnership with university hospitals. We are now looking at a building that the residents and employees can be proud of calling their home. Not only will this initiative centralize county offices and improve county services, but it is all funded within the current budget entrusted to us by the taxpayers. That means no new taxes were used to build this, no levy was put on to pay for it. This has been a long thought out for years to work within our current budget, not asking for more from the taxpayers. Due to fiscally conservative leadership of my fellow commissioners, past and present, all of the elected officials and department heads, this building will serve the residents of Geauga County proudly for many years to come. Without your collaboration, this would not be possible. Also, just a quick, big thank you to our county prosecutor, Jim Flays, who's here today, and his office for helping the commissioners navigate the many hurdles a project of this size throws in front of you. Also, our Geauga County Auditor, Chuck Walter, his staff, IT, Frank Antonucci, Chris Hitchcock, the County Treasurer's Office, his staff, my fellow commissioners, Ralph Spitaleri, who could not be here today. I know he wants to be, and Jim Dvorak. They all deserve a round of applause for working tirelessly to make sure the county finances remained in a strong position for the future. So thank you. Lastly, I would like to also thank and mention Gerry Morgan, our county administrator, Adrian Gordon, our budget and finance manager, and all of our commissioner's office staff who are here today and couldn't be here today. I want to say thank you for the work you have put in behind the scenes. I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. So thank you. I am truly humbled by all of your efforts, grateful to be a part of this with you all. If you would, please welcome the new Geauga County offices to the neighborhood. Thank you.
It's time to cut the ribbon.
We're getting practice at this.
Do it on three. Ready? 1, 2,